35 unreleased games are available for a demo right now on your Xbox. Bonnie Ross talks about the struggles of trying to release Halo in 2020, and the new Halo show is going to get its first trailer tomorrow. Welcome back to another video, guys. If you enjoy daily Xbox content, make sure to hit that subscribe button. Xbox does this from time to time. This isn't the first time we've seen them do this with their indie games, their ID at Xbox program, where they give us a couple of weeks to demo out just a bunch of new indie games coming onto the platform. Now, this is the next slate of games, and this is going to be from December 7th to 21st. And there are a lot of cool games to check out here with these demos and this ID at Xbox Winter Game Demo event. So there's 35 games in total. You're going to be able to go download them right now and try them out right through your Xbox. But they've highlighted a few of them here, some that I'm actually really excited for the eventual full release of, and we'll just quickly go through them. So we have Loot River here, and it says here it's a dungeon crawling action roguelike that combines the tense real-time combat and dark fantasy styles of Dark Souls with the spatial block shifting puzzles of Tetris. And I've watched a couple of videos of it, and it looks really cool. You have these crazy labyrinths that you're trying to get through with these puzzles and these interesting looking enemies that you have to fight, and obviously try to get through it without dying, or you're gonna have to restart from beginning of these levels. So I would definitely recommend checking it out if you're into those style of games. Kind of reminds me a little bit of like Death's Door, but a different style, I guess you could say, in terms of the graphics and the enemy types and that kind of stuff, but looks like it could be a ton of fun. And the next one here is the Death Trash. Now this one looks like just a action RPG with a retro style graphic to it and a kind of post-apocalyptic world. Again, could be interesting. Definitely worth a try if you're into these styles of games, if you like this kind of artwork. And I've said many times in my previous videos, I love this kind of pixelated graphic style. Brings me back to like the retro style of games. Then we got Blacktail, which is like a first-person shooter archery style of game. And I was just watching this gameplay here, and the world itself looks super colorful. Looks like it would be fun to explore. And what has me very interested in this game is it looks like it's just a massive open world where you're kind of just trying to survive and make it through. And you don't have guns, so you really have to be precise with your shooting and making sure that you're not wasting arrows and stuff like that. Next up, we have Tale of Bassoon, which looks like just one of those isometric action RPG games with looting, finding different weapons and stuff like that. You play as a stone carver who wakes up with no memory, and you're just kind of going through the game trying to figure out what happens. Next up, we have Nobody Saves the World, and out of all the games, I think this one has me the most excited because of the style of game. It's just like a dungeon crawling action game where you're going to be able to turn into so many different styles of characters, so many different forms in order to take on these levels. And I absolutely love the colors and the graphics and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, 35 demos. I would highly recommend checking them out. I always love indie games. I mean, I always recommend to not sleep on them. Some of the best games I've played this year on Xbox Game Pass have been indie games like Death's Door, Narita Boy, The Artful Escape, and then one of my favorite games of all time, I didn't play this year, but Celeste. Like, these are all just amazing indie games made by small teams, but they have such creative ideas, usually have some really cool looking graphics and some extremely fun gameplay. Now, today is the launch of Halo Infinite, but getting to this point had a long road, as we remember, with that initial trailer that got shown off, that people were upset about the way that the game looked, and then it got pushed back and delayed until 2021, and we're here today, and that delay has very much paid off, as the campaign is incredible, the multiplayer is a ton of fun, it has great reception from the general population, the general media out there. It's gotten good reviews, so obviously for 343 and for Xbox, that 1 year delay was well worth it. But the head of 343 Studios, Bonnie Ross, spoke with CNET and talked about that initial reveal video that had a lot of backlash, saying that there was a tremendous amount of cuts to try to hit the November 2020 release window, and that people on the team were pointing out that a public unveiling was a bad idea. So here's what she said. I do want to say there were multiple people on the team pointing out, hey, I think this is wrong, but we're all looking at it at home on whatever monitor with whatever color grading that we have, and that was a huge wake-up call for us. We did need to have those touch points with people coming in, sitting side by side at a distance and looking at monitors. We had people on the team already raising flags that we've cut too deep And I think that was just more of a very public look in the mirror that, yes, we did indeed cut corners that we wouldn't have cut, and we needed to really take a step back and make sure that we were spending the time we needed. And that's a really interesting point. Like, for a lot of people like me who aren't in game development, we don't think about these types of things with the color grading and the monitor that you're looking at a game on. It really does make sense that if everybody is looking at different monitors, they're going to have different perspectives of how the game is looking, the colors of the characters, all that kind of stuff. So 343 went on and kind of took action for that, and then they cleared out a floor at the studios and put a bunch of monitors with different versions of the game along with some cameras, so that regardless of whether the team was working from home or the office or not, everybody was evaluating on the same screens. And that obviously helped out. I mean, the pandemic plays such a huge role with a lot of games being delayed with just little things like this, with quality assurance and testing and all that kind of stuff. But at the end of the day, that delay has completely paid off. It's not another Cyberpunk 2077 scenario where they just pushed it out because they had to and there are tons of bugs and the game doesn't function well. Yes, the game still needs a lot of things added to it. Like, for example, this news that has come out that right now with Halo Infinite's campaign, you're not going to be able to pick levels to replay, but that they are working on it and that it is coming. And then you think just about like not having co-op, not having Forge to launch, all those types of things. But at the end of the day, the core gameplay, the actual functionality of the game is really, really good. And as someone who's played the campaign already, you're gonna have a ton of fun with it, even without these things that aren't there right now, but will come down the line. So this is why delays are always good. At the end of the day, even though we have to wait longer for a game to play, you want it in a state where you're not going to be disappointed when you jump in. You're not going to have game-breaking bugs that take away from the overall satisfaction and enjoyment of the game. And finally here, just something pretty cool I saw yesterday I want to quickly talk about. Tomorrow, get ready for the Game Awards. There's going to be showing off the new Halo TV series that is coming to Paramount Plus. Now, they first showed this off, I believe, at the Xbox 20th anniversary event, but nothing like an actual trailer of what the show is going to look like, just a quick little tease. But they're going to actually give a first, I guess, trailer, a first look trailer of what we can expect from the show. And I'm really, really excited for this. This is something I've been waiting for a very long time. It's just a really cool Halo TV series or movie or something like that. It's always been a universe I thought that could really be expanded on in this form. I'm happy to see it's coming. We're all going to be able to check it out tomorrow for the first time at the Game Awards. But anyways, guys, that's it for me. Let me know what you think about this in the comments below. Are you going to be trying out any of these ID at Xbox demos? What do you think about Bonnie Ross's comments about Halo Infinite, the screens, the delay, and all that type of stuff? And are you excited for seeing the first look trailer at the Halo TV show tomorrow at the Game Awards? If you enjoyed this video, make sure to hit that thumbs up button. If you're new here, you like what you saw throughout this video, I'd really appreciate you hitting that subscribe button. Help this channel grow, help grow this community, so we can have great conversations in the comments below. Thank you again for watching. Thank you for your support, and I'll catch you in the next video.